When Christopher John Gibson stabbed his adult son Sean to death, even he thought he'd spend the rest of his life behind bars. But 2 years later, he's a free man, walking the streets of a town that wants to dish out its own form of justice.
Who did it? Did he do it to himself? Who? His father did it.
I went, right, bang, he's dead, charge him with murder, go for it, if that's what you want.
How do I tell my children when they're older that your grandfather stabbed your father to death and then walked free? How do I explain that?
It's gone down like that. Straight down it went.
Has this guy got away with murder?
He has, most certainly.
I know they're coming for us.
Yeah.
If we die, it doesn't matter.
Last month, 2 years after stabbing his son Sean to death, a jury found Christopher John Gibson not guilty of murder, and he walked down these very steps a free man. Tonight, the chilling details members of that jury didn't get to hear.
All Pat could say on the phone to me, she was wailing, was that he effing killed him.
He finally did it.
Yeah.
The gruesome scene of Sean Gibson's Last Supper. His dad, Chris, had arrived home carrying a bottle of rum and groceries to cook him dinner. But before the ingredients had made it out of the bag, a strapping 29-year-old lay dead on the kitchen floor, his father holding a bloody knife.
I killed my son!
Okay.
This is the explosive interview police recorded with Chris Gibson just hours after he killed his son.
I've killed him!
I'm trying to understand.
What do you think these are for?
I want you to settle down a bit, Chris.
What do you think these are on me for? Look at this shit! Look at where he grabbed me up here.
Yeah.
I'm sick of being treated like shit.
I have conversations with my three-year-old son about going to heaven. And he tells me that he just wants to go to heaven.
Jade is the mother of Sean Gibson's 2 young children. She will never forgive the man who took the life of her partner.
Chris frightened me from the very first time I met him.
Jade's now raising her kids with Sean's heartbroken mother, Pat.
He was everything to me. Absolutely everything. He was what kept me going. Always. It's just nothing will ever be the same.
The two live in fear of the man with the smiling face, hiding a long history of violence.
And you're always treading on eggshells the whole time. Always worried, always scared that if you did something wrong, would he go after somebody that you cared about? And my main concern was always Sean.
Mr. Gibson?
Yeah.
Steve Marshall from The Current Affair.
Oh, how are you?
Good afternoon. I'd like to talk to you about the death of your son.
Yeah, I'm just trying to work that all out at the moment.
I'm here to get your side of the story.
Yeah, do you want to do it on this here or
Yeah,
somewhere?
This is the first time Chris Gibson has spoken publicly about that fateful night. Mr. Gibson, did you get away with murder?
Well, he died over it. So when he came straight in, it ended up going like that.
Chris says it was his son Sean who became violent, threatened his life, and attacked him.
Didn't go in far.
This artery?
Yeah, down here, but it hit the jugular.
The jugular.
Yeah, then as soon as I've nicked him, like I see I've cut you. When you've come into me, and he started to drop, and I'm there, what? And right in front of me, he starts to die. So I just grabbed the phone and get the ambulance here quick.
Where are you in the house?
In the kitchen.
Okay, so is there a tea towel nearby?
Yes.
You just quickly grab it and then go and put it straight back on the wound.
Do you agree at that time you were in possession of a knife?
Out of my pocket, yeah.
In which pocket did you have it?
Back pocket.
Who throws their arms up in the air and accidentally stabs someone twice and then puts a knife back in his pocket? If it was an accident, you'd drop the knife, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I don't even know why I put it back in my pocket for. Why don't I put it back on the table or something? I don't even know why, because that's why I thought it wasn't in my pocket.
What were you cooking that night?
Chicken cacciatore. I had it all all the ingredients were in the fridge ready. They took pictures of it all.
That's my dish. I'm the Italian. I'm the one that makes the chicken cacciatore. That's just sort of like a bit of a slap in the face to me that, oh look, I was cooking one of your meals for our son. He would not have been cooking dinner for Sean. No way.
And I said, don't touch me. Don't you come roaring at me again trying to kill me at 61 years old.
So you've picked the knife up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I said, off. That's when he kept coming, mate.
Yeah.
He came at me. Ready to chop the food up. I just lifted it up and he went straight in the neck. I didn't even know.
Chris Gibson's claims of self-defence might have convinced a jury, but the hometown who's known him for years doesn't believe a word he says. This town is now on edge. Many locals here don't accept the jury's decision and believe Christopher Gibson is guilty. To them, he's a sinner and they want him gone.
I've got some people after me here. It's apparently with the KKK. I didn't even know.
The
I found it.
KKK?
Yeah.
Chris claims that you guys are a lynch mob. Today, Sean's mates are meeting up just a couple of 100 metres away from Chris Gibson's favourite haunt, an old pub. Do you blame these guys for wanting Christopher Gibson out of town?
No, I agree with that. He shouldn't be walking out of the courthouse smiling and carrying on the way he was. He deserves to be locked up.
I looked in the eyes of a killer, and I told that man, I want to hear what you had to say. It's only one side of the story. It's only one side. One side of the story, mate. I want the whole truth.
Are you a marked man?
Here I am, yeah. I'm warning them that I'm not going to go down easy. Not if they want to torture me.
Is that the same sort of warning you gave Sean?
Yeah, I said I'm not going to go down and stand and die if you want to be so evil to me when I'm not doing nothing. All I was doing is helping someone.
A day after talking to A Current Affair, a clean-shaven Chris Gibson was keen to chat further. Did you think about Sean last night?
I think about him all the time because I believe in God and I don't like anyone to die. I didn't hurt anyone.
Apart from Sean?
Yeah, well, I didn't mean to, but yeah. And all I did was hold it up. I didn't just go, hey, you, and run at him or anything. I was still in the same spot.
With that, Chris Gibson acts out a chilling recollection.
And that's what he was doing. He's bending down to grab me around the throat.
Because he's taller than you.
Yeah, he bent down and went down instead of up. Like in, like that. It's gone down. It's gone down like that. Straight down it went, inside. I don't even know how it happened. I just went, what? It must have gone like that, put it away.
No, I don't believe it. I spoke to Sean on the phone not long before that, and I'd said to him, I want you to tell your dad to go. And that's what I believe set Chris off.
Patricia was Chris Gibson's partner for more than 30 years. She says the violence she endured and witnessed at the hands of Chris was fatally directed at her son 2 years ago.
He always used to say, I will kill you. You know, he'd walk up and headbutt me straight in the face and totally smash my boss up. And he only got 18 months for that and did that in Woodford Jail.
What have you done wrong in the past?
Nothing, or just mainly speeding and being attacked by weapons, by people attacking me, trying to rob me. It's the only time I've defended myself, but I've never killed anyone.
What about the man in Cairns a few years ago? You worked him over pretty bad.
2 punches. 2 hits, that's all he got. There was 4 of them punching him in the pad.
There seems to be a pattern of behaviour that you claim people are always attacking you and you're self
Yeah, most of the time, yeah.
Chris Gibson's long criminal history, including violent assaults, grievous bodily harm and 18 months in jail, was never revealed to the jury that found him not guilty.
I wasn't allowed to bring up assaults, I wasn't allowed to bring up his jail terms.
To this family's despair, in criminal trials here, juries are not allowed to hear defendants' prior convictions.
I believe that if they knew the truth and had heard all about his past, that verdict would have been totally different.
I killed my son. It sounds terrible.
Oh,
they
of
go,
course
what
it
the
does.
hell?
I mean,
what? They picture him as a little baby or
that's
whatever,
right.
half grown.
That's right.
He
Not
was
a
a man.
6 foot.
Given the jury wasn't told about your past, your criminal past.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you consider yourself lucky to be a free man?
I accepted that I'll spend the rest of my life there. Really?
In jail?
Yeah, because of the charge and what happened, you know, because someone's died. Not that someone's died. It's not an easy thing to get off, get out.
Only 2 people know what happened inside this house. One of them's dead, and the other has to carry the burden of knowing that he killed his only son. Now, Sean Gibson lives on only in the memories of those he left behind. As the sun sets over Sean's favourite fishing spot, his family quietly take in the beauty of the waves that swept his ashes away.
He gets the binoculars and he looks up at the sky. And then he said to me one day, you know, Nana, we've got planes and choppers. If he's up there, why doesn't someone go and get him?
I'm going to do what I can for both of us and them. Because they deserve it. I just want everybody to know the truth for my kids' sake.
What would you like to tell the people out there who blame you for Sean's death and call you a murderer?
That I didn't mean it. That I didn't mean it to do anything like that to my son. I had no intention of doing it.
Do you feel lucky about being free on the street?
Probably, because I thought I might have got manslaughter at least.
Do you have a message for the jury?
Yeah, I can thank them very much for picking the right thing out and that they did a good job with it. And thank you very much. I thank them for what they've done.
Sean's mother, Pat, says she holds no anger towards the jurors, just the rules that prevented them from hearing about Christopher Gibson's criminal past.